So dahil nalalapit na talaga ang Kapaskuhan, let's prepare another type of cookie bar na pwedeng-pwede niyong isama, of course, doon sa tinuro kong cookie bar sampler. This is Revel Bar. Chef, bakit po ba tinawag na Revel Bars yan? Alam mo, sa totoo lang po, hindi ko din po masyadong alam. Kaya wag nyo lang itanong. But, you can also call this scramble bar. O, diba? This is a layer. Dun sa ilalim, meron tayong oatmeal cookie layer. And then you're going to put chocolate. And you're going to put mga dollops of the oatmeal cookie layer on top para magmumukha siyang scramble bar. Mukhang napaka-special, di ba? But napakabilis gawin. First, you start with the pan. You will be needing an 8x8 square pan that I've lined with non-stick baking paper. No? So kung makikita mo, all over nilagyan ko yan ng non-stick baking paper because this will be very sticky dahil po doon sa chocolate layer. So pagkalagay ko ng non-stick baking paper, I sprayed it again with non-stick baking spray. Wala po ako niyan. Pahiran mo lang ng butter or ng shortening. So the pan is ready. Next, in my pan, I've melted some butter. Napakabilis po nitong gawin because lesser din ang hugasan. So dito sa pan kung saan ko tinunaw yung butter, I'm going to put in brown sugar. Remember, the darker the brown sugar, the better. The more flavor. Pinatay ko na po yung apoy. So you put the brown sugar, and then I'm going to put one egg and the baking soda. Nilalagay ko yung baking soda at this stage para talagang kalat na kalat. Okay, you just mix it like that. You break the brown sugar. And then I'm going to put all-purpose flour and rolled oatmeal. Ito po yung rolled oatmeal, yung buo-buo. Huwag po kayong gagamit ng instant oatmeal because magiging soggy yung inyong baked product. If you use rolled oatmeal, magkakaroon po ito ng more texture. Mas masarap po siyang kainin. So, you just mix it like that. Napakabilis. You don't even need a mixer. Yan, haluin mo lang. Medyo talagang magiging sticky siya. Para siyang magiging cookie dough. Katulad ng oatmeal cookie dough kung gumawa kayo noong recipe natin na yon. Okay? If you want to put nuts, let's say gusto ko pong merong konting walnuts, pwede po ba akong maglagay? Oh yes. Of course, you know my answer. Kung saan ka masaya, di ba? Ilagay mo kung ano ang makakapagpasaya sa'yo. So, pag wala ka na masyadong nakikitang flour, like this one, tigilan mo na ang kahahalo. This one is ready. Okay, and then I'm going to set it aside. Next, let's prepare the chocolate layer. Kailangan mo din dito sa kalan gawin. So you turn on the heat, medium heat, and then here I'm going to put half a can of condensed milk. Kalahating lata lang. Mas mabilis kasing i-measure kung 1 can or half a can. So for this recipe, you just use half a can of good condensed milk. And then you put dark chocolate. I'm using Belgian dark chocolate. Pwede po bang yung ordinaryong chocolate lang? Pwede naman. I use dark because nababalance yung sweetness. If you use milk chocolate kasi, masyadong tatamis yung recipe mo. So, nagiging nakakaumay. So, you just heat it over medium flame hanggang matunaw yung tsokolate. And then, before I forget, you put 1/4 cup of butter. Ito yung magiging chocolate layer mo. And you just cook it hanggang matunaw ng konti yung chocolate. When you're melting chocolate on a stove top, kailangan halo ka ng halo. And mabilis lang matunaw ang tsokolate. Bantay sarado mo dapat yan kasi kung hindi, masusunog. Pag nasunog ang tsokolate, nagbabago yung kanyang texture. Nagkakaroon ng parang crystals. Nababawasan yung kanyang pagiging smooth. Okay, I'm going to turn off the heat. Kasi nag-melt na yung chocolate ko. And dahil mainit pa yung aking kawali, tuloy-tuloy pa din yang matutunaw. Okay? So now, I can start with the layering. Makikita nyo kung ganong kabilis lang po ito. You get some of your oatmeal layer. Lagay mo sa iyong baking pan. Siguro mga 2/3 ng oatmeal layer mo, ilagay mo sa baking pan. And then, using the spatula, you just press it against the bottom of your baking pan. I-press mo lang. Ang maganda dito sa Revel bar, kahit hindi siya naka-ref, tatagal siya for up to, let's say, a week. And then, pag nasa ref naman, kahit 1 month. O, diba? Yan yung lagi kong tinuturo sa inyo. Kapag ka magbe-bake ka for the holidays, hindi mo kailangan magpaka-stress na New Year's Eve na or Christmas Eve na nagbe-bake ka pa din sa kusina, di ba? You can prepare everything in advance. Just a tip, dapat as early as now, meron ka nang nakaready mga ingredients and packaging. And then, ibuhos mo lang yung iyong chocolate layer. So I'm going to pour this. On top. And then this one, kakamayin ko yan ha. Anyway, dadaan naman yan sa apoy. Ilalagay mo lang siyang ganon sa ibabaw. Hindi dapat pantay-pantay, so you will get that nice marbling effect. Just put it on top. Medyo ilulubog mo ng konti. Diba? Yan yung parang scrambled effect. Abstract effect. Kung gusto mong lagyan ng walnut sa ibabaw, go. Lagyan mo ng almonds, go. Diba? Ganyan lang po kasimple yan. And then, I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So you see, madali kasi pag non-stick pan yung ginamit mo for cooking the batter. Mas mabilis ang hugasin. O yan, makikita mo, di ba? Ngayon pa lang, ang ganda na niya. Di ba? Be like a Revel bar. Kahit isa lang mo sa oven at mainitan, maganda pa din inside and out. So this will go into a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for approximately 45 minutes. Medyo matagal talaga ang baking time niya because medyo makapal yung bar. So ipapasok ko to sa oven and then I'm going to show you next the finished product. So this one, I made it yesterday and then nilagay ko sa ref. Mas maganda kasing hiwain ng Revel bar kung na-ref mo siya overnight, okay? Kumbaga, nakapag-beauty rest na siya. O, diba? So, and then this one, I'm cutting it into bars. Unlike your brownies and your caramel bar, dito, mas maganda kung ang gagamitin mo is a real knife. You will get that nice, sharp cut. Ayan, o, tignan mo yung kanyang marbling. Yung oatmeal layer, yung iyong dark chocolate and oatmeal layer again on top. See? Very nice, di ba? Makukuha mo yung ganyang sharp cut kung malamig yung iyong Revel bar. And again, you can keep it at room temperature, matagal ang kanyang buhay. Okay? See? And of course, kailangan natin yang tikman. Di ba? The cookie layer, medyo healthy ang ingredients, high in fiber, maraming oatmeal. The chocolate layer, yan yung medyo sinful. And then, oatmeal cookie layer ulit. Diba? Nagbabalance lang yan. And the truth is, hindi talaga siya nakakaumay kahit makapal pa yung iyong bar. And this is best na isama mo doon sa iyong cookie sampler because you're giving your customers different variation. O diba? Let's say, Pasko, ang kakainin mo, caramel bar. Diba? Kalagitnaan ng Pasko in bagong taon, Revel bar. Bagong taon, kakainin mo brownies. O diba? Maganda yung marami kang options and lahat ng options mo ay masarap. O, let's try this. It's very chewy. Just the right amount of sweetness. Yung chocolate niya, naging parang fudge. Kasi syempre, naluto kasama ng condensed milk, yung dark chocolate mo, nabubulol na ako sa sobrang sarap. So, gumawa ka na din and mabubulol ka sa sarap ng iyong Revel bar. But don't forget, it's best eaten kapag na-i-ref mo, nabubulol pa rin ako sa sarap, na-i-ref mo overnight. So, I'll see you again and happy baking!